I was having a conversation with a client yesterday whose daughter is going off to college. And I was sharing with her what I've done since June of 2021 when my daughter went off to college. And I shared with her what my Nana Stella did for me. She wrote me for a decade when I went to college and then after, before I got married. So the concept is that your child is moving into a different chapter. You are moving into a different chapter. It can be emotional. One of my most emotional times for me for that was dropping her off at college and then driving home. Really understand that magnitude of you're not going to see them for 365 days a year. They're going to be busy. Now, I'm grateful that I can speak to my daughter whenever I want to, but it was really difficult for my Nana Stella to get me on the phone because my phone was attached to the wall in my dorm at East Carolina University. So I had to be in the room for her to get to me. So just think about how grateful we are right now that you can pick up the phone and either text or call your child in college or wherever they are. You can reach them via FaceTime. So let's be grateful. Let's just stop for a moment and be grateful for technology. You don't have to be me. I'm just giving you an idea. I do this every week if possible. Now, if my daughter's with me, I'm not going to write her a note and mail it to Wilmington or mail it to wherever she is. So you can get notes at the CVS. I picked up some of these. They're just little American greeting notes. These were actually my mother's notes from Hallmark. My mother wrote me as well, not consistently. See, I believe notes are amazing. So you can either do them once a month, you can do them once a week. I just chose to carry on the tradition of Nana Stella and do them weekly. She was very consistent. And I just have a little bag of stamps. So the intent is that you're just writing a note of, I miss you, a word of encouragement, something. It doesn't have to be profound. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be William Shakespeare. It's just a little note of encouragement because you have to think about this is a new chapter for them. And while they might hear you on the phone, they can still reflect back on the little note you read them. And you can even do this. Sometimes I put in my daughter's notes a $10 or $20 bill. But you could also stop, and if they're a Dunkin' Donuts person, you could get a little gift card and put it in the note and mail it to them. Just know that you will have to put more stamps on the note if you put a gift card in there because it makes it heavier. And also, some things I've done while she's been in college is I would send an edible arrangement unexpectedly, or if they're having exams, or maybe they had a bad week, or maybe she just needs some encouragement. I'm going to send flowers. I've sent unexpected things throughout her college journey because I can't be there all the time. And we go from seeing the child 365 days a year, knowing what they eat for lunch, knowing who they're hanging out with, knowing what they wore to school, to maybe hanging out with them, if you're lucky, 1 week a month. So I want to encourage you to keep building the relationship with them ongoing beyond high school, or if they move away, that you can do this with notes and intentional gifts and things that they like. And it doesn't have to be on their birthday. It could be just unexpected. Actually, that's probably better, is that it's unexpected. And it's outside of the norm of I need money, mom, or I'm going to buy something on Amazon, mom. It is showing that you care about them beyond just the day-to-day interaction with your child. So if you have someone going off to college or going off in the working world or moving out on their own, my mother wrote me notes until she passed away in 2022 and was 80 years old. And so just be thinking about how can you impact your child's life even beyond high school, even beyond when they don't live with you anymore. And they can always reflect back on the note that is left beyond you in legacy. I still read my Nana Stella's notes, and I still read my mother's. I still read my father's. I can reflect back on that. And when I'm reading them, I can also hear their voice and I can see their handwriting. And so don't get hung up on my handwriting's bad. Nobody cares. Write the note, put it in the mailbox, make sure you have stamps, and influence young people and let them know they matter from afar. And I hope that was helpful. And if you do implement it, let me know how it works. I always love to hear feedback, but write the note, send the gift, make them feel like they're loved and you're sending them a hug from afar when you're not there, and make it a grateful day.